So this is a 327 Chevy motor. I was bored 30 over. It's in a 63 Chevy Bel Air. Getting completely redone, and the engine just going right back down into the vehicle right now. And I primed the engine last night, and that consisted of putting this down into the distributor hole, which is just distributor with a head on it, so you can put an air drill on it or whatever you want to connect to it, and that piece fits down into the oil pump and spins, and it builds up pressure. They also make a specific tool. My engine builder had that and let me use it. So anyway, that went down in there and used the drill, and they don't say it in the videos, but it's clockwise. Go on the Chevy engine, it's go around clockwise. And I just have this oil pressure gauge hooked up. You definitely need an oil pressure gauge, because if you don't have an oil pressure gauge or a plug there, it's going to squirt out major. There was another video I'd watched online that the guy was priming the oil pump. The oil was going up the push rods, going onto the rockers, and just slowly dripping back down into the head and going down into a channel and coming back down. But that wasn't working out for me. I made a pretty good mess, so I have these paper towels just pushed up against there, and I put on the valve covers and tighten down just this side without gaskets, but it's better than nothing. But anyway, so the whole point of this video is I could not manually turn over the engine here, putting on the crank, putting a socket on the bolt. It would not turn, at least not to where I was comfortable with thinking I might break that bolt. So basically going to hook up the starter. I let this soak because again I primed that last night, and I'm going to bump it and get it to turn, I hope, and not do any damage. I need to adjust the push rods, and so I need to be able to turn over the motor. So I'm hoping that it's sitting would help. But basically on that big fat one right here is where you're going to put the positive, and then the negative you can put onto the casing on the back, somewhere on the casing, you know. I'll probably hook on right there where it mounts on to the block. And then you look on the back of these, and one says S. The S one is the one you're going to need. So once this is hooked up to the battery, you could take any piece of metal and just connect from the battery to that S, and it should do it. So that's the plan. There's the battery. Got to get my cables ready and get that done and hook it up. But if that turns over, one more thing done, get those push rods adjusted, and get the top end put on, put the manifold and the carburetor and everything, and hopefully start it. So be right back to do this.